Everyone is trying to write the story of the average woman. Like, hey, we came, we saw, we mothered, we cooked, then we died.
Can you marry a woman that earns more than you?
I will never do such a thing.
As a woman who knows that they were created to be more than, you're just not a woman, you're more than a woman, you're more than a mother, you're more than a wife, you're more than just your career. I can tell you that the fight for significance is so present, and it's something that is a reality of your everyday life. Look at it this way. A lot of women, we have been told, for instance, if you're in ministry, you've even been quoted the scripture. How can a woman be a preacher, a pastor, an apostle, a bishop? And these things pull at your heartstrings. You've seen many women, and especially in Africa, you want to be in the political spaces. You want to be probably the president, you want to be a governor, you want to be in these male dominated spaces. You probably want to have or own an oil company or a mining company. But because you have the title woman and you have the features of a woman, you feel the weight of being pulled away and being told, no, you're a woman. Who told you that you can do this? But you have seen a gap. You have seen a gap. There's a gap in society that you feel that you can fill. But there are so many beliefs surrounding it. And probably for the longest time, you have absorbed other people's beliefs about you as a woman. You have also absorbed their disbeliefs about you as a woman, what you can be able to achieve and what you can't be able to achieve. And it is actually worse when it is people who are close to you and they do not believe that you can amount to be someone who is significant. But the fire, the seed, it just has refused to die, and you keep finding yourself back at this place. I want to tell you that you're not alone. This is something that has been put in your heart, and you have to fight for it. You have to fight for it. You cannot think that there's someone else who's going to come and fight for this space that you're only seeing, because the picture is in your mind. Not everyone can see what is in your mind. Not everyone can understand the burning desire, the why, the purpose as to why you are so dogged about this thing that you have seen. But this thing that you have seen can be the thing that comes to save everyone else. Just like Noah, he had seen the vision. He knew that he was supposed to build the ark. But people are mocking. He was telling people all the time, there's this thing called rain that's going to come. There's going to be floods. So be prepared. Do all of these things. And probably that is your story. You're seeing the thing and you're telling people, hey, let's prepare. Let's do this. Let's take this opportunity. But they don't see it. You're the only one who's seeing it. And in the end, unfortunately for Noah, him and his family were the ones who were able to be carried by the ark. But on the other hand, there are people like Joseph who stepped in, went in ahead of people, and when the famine came, they were the people who actually saved those who had been very horrible to them. And so, as you're thinking about your significance fight, as you're thinking about where you want to be over the next couple of years, I want to encourage you to stay put. Keep that picture in front of you. You want to maintain that compelling picture so that it drives you. Because whenever we are shaky about the vision and the compelling picture that we see in front of us, that's when we waver, that's when we falter. And that's when you don't even have the mental strength, you don't have the mental astuity to keep the fight going. I know, yes, they said you're a woman, but you can be more than a woman. You can be more than the wife that you're expected to be. You can be more than the mother that you're supposed to be, more than the CEO of a business that only operates in your country. You can be global. And you don't have to wait for someone else to write that story. Everyone is trying to write the story of the average woman. Like, hey, we came, we saw, we mothered, we cooked, then we died. So that is the figure of womanhood that has been portrayed. But you have an opportunity, just like Deborah, to have a different kind of womanhood, whereby you have an office, you're judging a whole community, a whole country, a whole nation, you're calling the shots for war, and you're leading the charge so that people can be set free. So your purpose is significant and you need to fight for it. I know sometimes when you are looking for that will, especially when you have been battered down and people are looking down upon you or think that you're crazy, your will can be affected because now the negative emotions make you lose your will. But find a way to cultivate the positive emotion from that compelling picture that you're seeing so that you can continue with the charge. You are needed. Different kinds of women are needed, and especially the kind of women who will become significant in the near future, even in male-dominated spaces. And your dream, your vision is valid. Will it cost you? Absolutely. But the price is worth the result. And I hope when we talk again soon, you're gonna tell me that I took the risk, I maintained the course, and I decided to maintain the fight for my significance to be more than. I can't wait to hear from you.